Welcome everyone. From today, I am changing my teaching language to English. I have been preferring English as my teaching language because it could be benefited to many international students who are listening or viewing my video. I have got some suggestions about this, so I am preferring to be giving my lecture in English, but there will be no compliment. I will make you whole understand about the whole kingdom. Is my series is going on kingdom, especially animal kingdom. So today also we will deal about animal kingdom, basically on mcq theoretical problems. We will be dealing on what we will be dealing on basically mcq problem. What mcq theoretical problems, yes or not? Yes. Let's start our topic with short introduction. We have in previous class it was too long and we discussed about porifera family, and today we will discussing about, some say this Coelenterata, but especially this is Coelenterata. Okay, especially we should call it Coelenterata. Let's start. Firstly, in Coelenterata, what we are going to study is mainly important. We also say Coelenterata is Cnidarians. Yes or not? Cnidarians. Firstly, let's start. We will be mainly discussing on the MCQ related problems, MCQ related theoretical problems we will be dealing about. Okay, first we have some notes to be remembered. Leucate. Leucate was the scientist L-U-C L-U-C-K-R-T. Leucate was the scientist who named Coelenterata yes or not? Who named Coelenterata, and Hymen was the scientist coined the term Cnidaria. Yes or not? Cnidaria was firstly coined by Hymen. Cnidaria was firstly coined. Cnidaria was firstly coined by Hymen, and Coelenterata was firstly coined by Leucate. And the study of Cnidarians or Coelenterata is called cnidology. Yes or not? We called it as cnidology. Cnidology. These are the notes, and we are moving on our regular topics. First, we have habitat. Let's see what kind of habitat does they have. They are mostly marine, but some are fresh water. Can you name some fresh water? This is one of the exception, and I have told you always in zoology and botany you should always remember the exception. What are fresh water? They are hydra. Fresh water are hydra. Those organism, this is main important point, remember this, those organism that has knobs but lacks brain. What do we say? That are Hydra. Hydra are those organisms. Hydra, Hydra are those organisms that have nerve cell, that have what primitive nerve system, but lacks what brain. That does not have. That does not have brain. They does not what they does not have brain. They does not have. This is the thing that I must say to you. And let's see another. What do we have in two number we have body organization. In body organization, last in first lesson we have studied that porifera have what type of, they are acellular, so they have acellular grade of body organization. They are multicellular. Now coelenteratans have been changed into multicellular, so they have tissue level of body organization. Yes or not? Tissue level of body organization. What they have? Tissue level of body organization. Thirdly, we should know main important point. Third is symmetry. What sort of symmetry they belongs to? Symmetry means is this, if this is an organism, then in what sort of organism we can divide an organism into equal halves. This is one part, this is one part, this is one part, this is one part. Yes or not? In this way we can divide. Now see what sort of symmetry do they have. They have radial symmetry. They have radial symmetry mostly. They have radial symmetry mostly, and bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry is a list, and bilateral symmetry is a list. And what sort of symmetry they have? They have radial symmetry. They have radial symmetry and they have bilateral symmetry, mostly radial symmetry, and in list number they have bilateral symmetry. In list number, what sort of symmetry they have? Bilateral symmetry. Let's enter on another topic. We have in 4 number we have germ layer. Next topic is 4 number germ layer. Germ layer. We have learned that in porifera we have diploplastic layer. Yes or not? Diploplastic. They are diploplastic animal. So coelenteran is not so highly developed. They also have diploplastic. We have diploplastic animal. Right? In organism, in human body, we have diploplastic. We have triploplastic. Let's see. In germ layer, we have one outer ectoderm. Yes or not? Outer ectoderm, and next we have inner gastrodermis. This is outer gastrodermis, and next we have inner gastrodermis. In between, let's not deal in here. In between, we will deal in body wall. In germ layer, what sort? We have diploplastic animal. They are diploplastic animal. One is outer ectodermis and inner endodermis. Their bodies, there is germ layer. One is outer ectodermis, another is inner endodermics. Let's see in 5 number. In 5 number we will see body wall. I hope you have to understand more in this topic, body wall. Let's see. Body wall are of two types. One is outer epidermis. One is outer epidermis, and 2 number we have inner gastrodermis. What do you have? First is outer epidermis, next is inner gastrodermis. In between outer epidermis and inner gastrodermis, we have one layer that we termed as mesogloe. Yes or not? They are gelatinous layer. What they are? Gelatinous. What they are? Gelatinous layer. What they are? Gelatinous. They are non-cellular gelatinous layer, non-cellular gelatinous layer, lies between, let's see, non-cellular gelatinous layer lies between epidermis and gastrodermis. What do you have? Layer. That layer lies between this. What this is? I think you have forgot. These are mesogloea. Mesogloe is a non-cellular gelatinous layer lies between outer epidermis and inner gastrodermis, which is a non-cellular gelatinous layer lies between epidermis and gastrodermis. This is epidermis and gastrodermis. Yes or not? Epidermis and gastrodermis. Let's go furthermore. We see one mouth. You have to understand, in note you have to understand that mouth serves as both injection and ejection organ. What we saw? Both injection and ejection organs is mouth. They intake their food by mouth and they take out their food also by mouth. Also by mouth. And 7 number, what do you have in 7 number? Let's see. In 7 number, one main important point is let me write it clearly. Cnidoblast. What is this? Cnidoblast, most important topic. We can write VIP as well. Cnidoblast is also called nematoblast अथवा stinging cells. What do we call? One is nematoblast and another is stinging cell. We also call them cnidoblast or nematoblast, or we call them as stinging cell. Nematoblast or stinging cell. What do we call? Nematoblast or stinging cell. Let's see. What do they? Cnidoblast act as cnidoblast act as protective, offensive and paralyzing organ by releasing chemical named के रिलिज गर्छ एउटा केमिकल रिलिज गर्छ त्यो पनि it releases one chemical that you should remember, that is hypnotoxin. This is not G, this is Y. Hypnotoxin. They release a protective and they release a chemical hormone to penetrate the wall or to destroy the wall, called hypnotoxin. What is this? Hypnotoxin is a chemical released by the cnidoblast. And let's see. It shows polymorphism by two stages. They are, first is polyp stage. They are also called zooids. Polyp stage is sessile. And asexual zooid, yes or not? They are polyp stage are sessile and asexual zooid. You can make the drawing is like this. These are polyp stage. And another we have medusa stage. Don't neglect it. It can be came in your 1 marks question of MCQ. They are free swimming and they have sexual zooid. They are free living and sexual zooid. I think you will remember in this short. Here you can write polyp and here you can write medusa. There you can write medusa. Let's see. Polyp are sessile. And medusa are free swimming. What is medusa? Are free swimming. There likewise polyp, what do we say? Polyp is asexual zooid. What is that? An asexual zooid. Likewise medusa is sexual. Medusa has sexual jode. Asexual polyp stage is like this. You can see the difference. This is the polyp stage, yes or not, and medusa stage is like this. This is the medusa stage. This is free living and sexual jode. This is, let me make clear figure of polyp stage once. Like this. This sort of stage. This is polyp stage, and this is medusa stage. Polypi are sessile, they are attached to the substratum and they are asexual stage. Likewise, medusa is free living. In some cases, it seems to be. In some cases, it seems to be like jellyfish, but they are not. They are medusa stage. They are what they are. They are medusa stage. Let's see in 9 number, tentacles. Tentacles also have important function, like tentacles encircles mouth, provided with stinging cells. Provided with stinging cells, circles mouth and provided with what? Stinging cell. Likewise, let's see 10 number. 10 number we have nutrition. What sort of nutrition they have? What sort of nutrition they have? Can you say me what sort of nutrition they have? They have holozoic and digestion. Let's include digestion as well. It will be easier for you as well as for me. And digestion, let's us see. Digestion may be both extracellular both extracellular and intracellular, and both intra and both what? And both intracellular. The digestion is both intracellular. The digestion is both intracellular and extracellular. Extracellular and intracellular digestion you can find in coelenterata. And respiration. Respiration is normally, let's see, respiration. 11 number. We have respiration. In respiration we have respiration Respiration is occurs through occurs through occurs through general body surface, right? In respiration we can see general body surface. Respiration is generally occurred by or eventually occurred by the general body surface. Likewise, we have next topic of nerve cell. Let's see what sort of nerve cell they have, or either they have nerve cell or not. Nerve cells are scattered. Nerve cells are scattered. What? Nerve cells. Nerve cells are nerve cells are scattered. Scattered. Wait for a second. My pen is stopped. Nerve cells. We were discussing about nerve cells. Nerve cells are scattered. Nerve cells are scattered in mesoglea. In mesoglea, where they form nerve net which forms primitive nervous which forms the primitive what they form? They forms the primitive nervous system. Okay, they form the primitive nervous system. Let us study now about the another 13 or 12 number. 13 number skeleton. Skeleton they have. Skeleton, what skeleton they do have? In 13 number skeleton they have, one is calcareous exoskeleton, calcareous exoskeleton or calcareous endoskeleton. Yes or not? Skeleton is made up of calcareous exoskeleton and calcareous endoskeleton. Likewise, in 14 number, let's see reproduction. Yes or not? Reproduction is done by asexual method by budding. Asexual method by budding. budding and sexual method by gamete formation. Yes or not? And sexual method by but gamete formation. Likewise, in 15 number we have to know about development. What sort of development they have? Maybe direct or indirect development they can be at. Let's see. In indirect development, they have two stages. One is planula and one is ephyra. One is planula and one is ephyra. One is ephyra. One what? One is ephyra. One is what? One is ephyra. One is ephyra. One is what? Ephyra. One is planula. One is indirect. In indirect we have one planula and another we have ephyra. Planula and another we have ephyra. In indirect one we have planula and another we have ephyra. Let's us study next. In this you should know indirect one is planula and is ephyra, then more you are not able to learn. And 16 number we have, in 16 number we have metagenesis. Metamorphism and metagenesis is different topic. Don't interrelate each other. Okay, don't interrelate each other. Another we have metagenesis or alternation of generation. Alternation of generation. In alternation of generation you have two stages. One is asexual polyploid stage. Yes or not? One is asexual polyploid stage and another is sexual medusoid stage. Another we have sexual medusoid stage. Both. In this condition you have to understand that both polyp and medusa, both polyp and medusa are diploid. What they are? Both polyp and medusa. Both polyp and medusa stage are what they are? Diploid 2n number. Diploid 2n number of chromosome. What they have? Diploid 2n number of chromosome. This is in indirect. This is in metagenesis or alternation of generation. We have two stages. One is asexual polyploid stage and one is sexual medusoid stage. This polyp stage and medus stage both are what they are? Both are diploid. Both are diploid 2n. Both are diploid 2n. Both are diploid 2n. Likewise, they also have regeneration. Cells, or we say it is totipotent cells. In totipotent cells, they have archaeocytes. In porifera, first they have amoebocysts. Then in amoebocysts, they have archaeocytes. Likewise, in Coelenterata, they have in Coelenterata, they have interstitial cells, which are known as totipotent cells. Let's see. In 17 number, regeneration. In 16 number, regeneration by interstitial interstitial. What do we have? Inter, I-N-T-E-R. Let's see here. Inter, I-N-T-E-R, S-T-I-T-I-L. Interstitial cells. Interstitial cells, also known as totipotent cells. What they have? Another we have totipotent cells. Another we have totipotent cells. Another we have totipotents. Another we have totipotent cells. Another what do you have? What do we have? Another we have totipotent cells. Another we have totipotent cell. At last we have classification. Let's see about classification. Wait for a few seconds. Let me shortly tell you something. In classification we have three types. One is hydrozoa, one is Scyphozoa. Sorry, here is spelling mistake. Scyphozoa, and another we have Anthozoa. Another we have Anthozoa. Wait for a while. I'll be back soon. Let's see. In a classification, we should always see the classification in the different between form. Yes or not? Let describe. Differentiate. Sorry, describe not differentiate. See here. First we have hydrozoa. Secondly we have Scyphozoa. Thirdly what do you have? Anthozoa. Let's see in a hydrozoa. Hydrozoa means hydrous. Hydrous means water, have been derived from two Greek word. Hydrous means water and zoon means animals. Likewise, Scyphozoa has been derived from the Greek word skyphos. Skyphos means cop, and Anthozoa has been derived from anther means flower. Anther means flower. Likewise, let's see. Let's see. In a hydrozoa, there is either polyp stage, there is either polyp stage or both polyp and medusa. Polyp and medusa stage. Likewise, in Scyphozoa, you have either they have dominant they have dominant medusa stage, they have dominant medusa, they have dominant medusa stage, and reduced reduced polyp stage and reduced polyp stage. Likewise, in Anthozoa, only 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 they have polyp form. Either medusa is absent and medusa is where the medusa is absent. Let us revise. This is important point, so I should revise it for your sake. In hydrozoa, first see in hydrozoa, cyphozoa and anthozoa. In hydrozoa, either they have polyp stage only or both polyp and medusa stage. Either they have polyp stage only, either they have polyp stage only or they have both medusa. Either they have both medusa polyp and medusa stage. Likewise, in cyphozoa, see, in cyphozoa, medusa stage is dominant. Medusa stage is dominant. Likewise, the reduced stage is polyp stage. Reduced stage, polyp is the reduced stage. You have to remember that hydrozoa only polyp or both polyp and medusa. Cyphozoa only medusa stage is dominant. Likewise, in Anthozoa only polyp stage or medusa only polyp stage, and medusa only polyp stage, only polyp stage, but medusa stage is absent. Medusa stage is absent. Likewise, hydrozoa likewise hydrozoa likewise hydrozoa likewise hydrozoa is mostly marine. Hydrozoa is mostly marine and few are freshwater. Why I have written this? Because in this context I am going to deal about the example as well. For example, we will do little more. Likewise, let's see. For example, let's see. Example of hydrozoa. First example is hydra, because they are fresh water as well as, so they are hydra. In second number, Ovilia is also called seafure. Third example is Campanularia. Fourth example is Physalia. We also call them Portuguese, Portuguese, Portuguese man of war. What we have? Portuguese man of war. Physalia. In Physalia we have Portuguese man of war. In Physalia we have Portuguese. In In Physalia we have Portuguese man of war. Sorry, man of fire. Fire, not war, war. Portuguese man of war. Let me drink water, okay? Firstly, we have Hydra, which is fresh water. Ovilia is also called Seafure. Seafure is mostly asked, then Ovilia. So you have to remember this. And another is Campanularia. Campanularia. Another is Physalia, Portuguese man of war. There are at least more than this. We will be discussing about that as well. We have Valilia, sail by wind, Valilia, sail by wind, and Millipora, hydroid is the let's see here. In fourth number, in fifth number, we have in in fifth number we have in fifth number we have Valilia. Ve Valilia. Valilia is also called sail by wind. By sail by wind. Likewise, sixth number Porpita, and seventh number we have Millipora. We have Millipora, hydroid coral, hydroid coral. We have hydroid coral. Likewise, you should remember that we have Scyphojua. Scyphojua are exclusively marine. And example we have first is Aurelia. Aurelia is also called jellyfish. Aurelia is also called jellyfish. Second number Rhizostoma, and in third number we have Cyaneae. Or swan jelly, or we have Cyaneae, swan jelly. We have Cyaneae swan jelly. Likewise, another group class is Anthozoa. Anthozoa is also called actinozoa. Actinozoa. Only polyp only only polyform only only polyform only polyform क्यों only polyform and medusa is absent but medusa but medusa is absent or is medusa. Likewise they have EXCLUSIVELY exclusively marine or exclusively marine. Likewise the example of this class is first is tubipora. Tubipora is also called organ pipe coral. And second number we have Penatula or sea pen. Penatula or sea pen. Likewise in third number we have Metridium or sea anemone. Sea anemone. Yes sir, sea anemone. Likewise in fourth number Fungia or mushroom coral What do we have? First we have Torbiporia, we also call organ pipe coral. Penitulia or also called sea pen. Metridium also called sea anemone. This metridium is mostly accent sea anemone, and another is fungi or mushroom. Now this much for Coelenterata. I think I have covered all the examples and all the topics. We have to understand that the classification of Coelenterata is based on their stages, their reproductive stages, like polyp and medusa. For further details, I will be keep the telegram discussion group in my description box. From there you can join and get a proper note that I have taught today about Coelenterata as well as Porifera on that group, or you can text me personally in the telegram. Thank you for having a sight on this video and having a faith. I'll be publishing other kingdom Platyhelminthes as well as SL Helminthes up to the core data. Thank you for today. Thank you.